Wow, that was totally amazing. Let's give them another round of applause. Good morning, and thank you for joining us today. As Brian said, my name is Victoria. I'm going to tell you a little bit about neurographs because just about everyone here, C, Radiance, and Brian have already told you half of what I was going to say today. So, spiritual teacher Michael Beckwith said that we are pushed by pain until we are pulled by vision. And our vision today is freedom. So creating a neurograph is a meditative technique, as Brian told you. It was created by a Russian scientist in 2014 and then gained popularity in 2018 by art therapists. It's a simple, mindful, and stress-relieving process, and is designed to link your subconscious mind with your conscious mind. And it transforms your feelings and your emotions into a calm and flowing design that creates new neural pathways in your brain. So it's a healing process. Today I'm going to ask you to, what's the word I want? I want you to set an intention of something that you would like freedom for, or more freedom in your life around. Could it be that you have anxiety about something or someone? Are you experiencing a lack of financial prosperity in your life? Any feelings of scarcity or health issues? Your intention should be to release and to be open to freeing and accepting these new pathways into your life. What materials do you need? If you're here with us today, we're providing the materials for you. You're going to need a white piece of paper if you're doing this with us at home. Copy paper will work fine, but it needs to be a white piece of paper. And then a black Sharpie to draw your lines, flowing lines that we're going to do today, and then something to add color. Today we're going to use magic markers, but you can use watercolors, crayons, colored pencils, anything that you have home to add to color to your pieces. I'm going to show you a few neurographs so you can see that as they're created, they will look completely different depending on what your intention is. I'm going to put this microphone down for a minute so I can show you. Oh, there you go. Thank you. All right, so you can see this one has big open spaces where this one is much smaller spaces. One was created around my life's work, another one was around relationships. Oops, there should be another one here. Anyway, and this one was done with watercolor. So today when you do this with us, don't stress about where you're putting your lines or what colors you're using. Just use your intuition, trust yourself and the process. Whatever colors you choose, however you do your lines, will be perfectly fine. That will be the perfect neurograph for you. So if you're here with us today, there are materials back on the back table. Cynthia is going to help you to get your materials. There's paper, black markers, and colored pencils, colored markers, and they are right in the back. So if you would, please go get your materials, and then we'll go step by step through the process. I'm going to guide you through the process in just a few minutes. If you could get your materials and have a seat. Does everyone have a black Sharpie and colors to work with? Yes? All right. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to ask you if you would please say, as we begin, I honor what is ending, I honor what is becoming. I honor what is ending, and I honor what is becoming. We're going to be making free-flowing lines or wavy lines, but not straight lines, no straight lines. And we're going to go horizontally from one side of the paper to another. So it can just be a wavy line of some kind. You might want to put loops in it as you go from one direction to the other. But whichever way you do it, Trust your intuition. So we're going to be doing 5 horizontal lines that go from the left to the right, and they're going to be free-flowing lines, curved lines. If you want to put loops in them, you can do that. Whatever feels right to you, even if it's just a line that's wavy. Whatever feels right and perfect for you to do. Whichever one you want, Chris. Either one is fine. I taped small papers onto a placemat for you so you could draw on it easily and the paper wouldn't shift on you. But if you would prefer the big white paper, you can use that. It's up to you. So the idea is to make 5 lines, free-flowing lines that go from one side of the paper, the left side, to the right side. As you're doing this, think about your intention. What are you wanting to release, to gain more freedom with? If an affirmation comes to mind, say it is about anxiety. Maybe you might want to say, I am loved. I trust the process of life. I am safe. If it's around finances, maybe the universe provides for all of my needs and so much more. If it's around health, maybe as I allow love to wash through me and cleanse and heal every part of my body and emotions. Once you have the lines going from the left to right, we're going to continue the process, but this time we're going to be going vertically from the top to the bottom of the page. Again, think of your intention and what you are releasing and claiming freedom for. And this time I'm only doing 4 lines going from the top to the bottom. Once again, the process is to set an intention. If an affirmation or affirmations come to you as you're doing that, softly say them to yourself as you draw your lines. 5 horizontal lines from the left to right, 4 vertical lines from the top to the bottom. So we're beginning to create new neural pathways in our brain by claiming what we want to create in our lives or have more of in our lives. And now this next part is a part that a lot of art therapists claim is the healing part of the process. Look at where your lines intersect. Wherever your lines intersect, you can either curve those lines, or the easiest way to do it is to place a dot in the center where any of the lines intersect. Because we don't want any sharp edges anywhere, what we want is one continuous free-flowing line. And this represents the neural pathways in your brain. So you're going to look for places where the lines intersect and place a circle curving those edges. You can also leave some spaces white if you want to, if your design seems like you need white spaces. You can also leave some spaces white if you want to, if your design seems like you need white spaces.
So everyone, there's no rush to complete, and we want you to stay doing what you're doing if you feel called to conclude the service where you're at. However, we wanted Chris to come up and share his experience as an example so you can see that before we move forward and conclude the service. I'll be your Vanna.
Okay. Thank you, Vanna. So I didn't listen to Victoria's instructions before I started, and I got 5 and 5. So I think I have too many, but on the next one I'll do 5 and 4. I just chose a lot of different colors. I did her recommendation of starting with one marker and just going to the boxes that called me and going from there. I went back for some extra colors. I went with some dark and some light colors.
Victoria, Chris is asking how he would interpret this or the experience. You don't have any guidance or suggestions?
It's just a personal feeling. Like, did you feel any kind of release of anything, or it calming?
Awesome. Thank you so much, Chris, for sharing, and thank you, Victoria. Let's give Victoria a round of applause, please. And give yourselves a round of applause for being willing to stretch and grow. And mostly Victoria for demonstrating principle, stepping into her power and courage, because if she can do it, you can do it. And she shared something interesting with me up here that I learned during this process. She said, imagine if the musicians only sang in the shower, then we wouldn't be able to experience their gifts out into the world. So think of that when you're getting ready to courageously make a new choice in your life.